Hey wise guys, it's Penny with Pennywise Coaching. Sorry to jump on here a few minutes late, but I wanted to come to you today on Wisdom Wednesday and give you just a couple minutes of tips. Try to keep these really brief, but today I wanted to talk to you about two things, give you two tips. So first of all, I'd like to remind you to be intentional. So are you intentional with your money, or do you just sort of let money happen to you? One of my favorite phrases is to tell your money where to go instead of wonder where it went, which to me just really resonates with the truth about what we need to do with our money. And if we just keep thinking we can go through life letting things happen, then life is going to happen to us instead of taking control of that. So first of all, be intentional with your money and don't walk through life letting life happen to you and being a victim. Take some control of that. That's what doing a budget is, right? It's telling your money where to go instead of letting it walk off and go wherever it wants. So be intentional. Spend some time thinking about your money and doing the activities that need to be done to take control of that and to really move the needle where you want it. Number two is to be aware of your money. So be aware of life in general and the things that might be impacting your money. One of the things that has been really resonating with me this week is that my son is looking to move homes in his college life, and they're, kind of in that overlap of leases. But if they can move down to a house that's $200 a month cheaper than where they're at right now, overall, they're going to save over, I think it's $2,000 over the course of the year. So yeah, it's, they may have to pay double rent for a month or two, but in the long run, it's going to pay them back in spades until graduation. So it's one of the things I've been pushing numbers and trying to figure out this week. And so spend some time thinking about what you really want and what's the benefit of that. So do you know how much that credit card costs you every month or every year? So often we just put things on credit card, especially if we think we've got a great deal. It's on sale. I better buy it today. They're offering a deal. So you put it on a credit card that might charge you 18% up to 29.9% or more, I've even found. And so then you don't factor in the cost of that on the thing that you're going to purchase. So for example, I just ran some numbers today, and if you had $5,000 balance on your credit card and it was an 18% credit card rate and $200 a month, that credit card is going to cost you $1,314 in interest. So think about that the next time you put something on a credit card and think, well, it's only going to cost me this much per month, because the cost of that now has just gone up exponentially. And that's if you paid it off in 1 year. Now, imagine what the number does when you go up higher. The other thing to be aware of is the interest rate on those cards. So if your credit card interest rate is 29% versus the 18% that I just told you, the interest now goes from $1,300 a month to $2,764 for a year's worth of interest on that $5,000. Oh, that's not true. That's not a year's worth of interest. It's until you paid it off. And it would take you almost 4 years to pay it off. So over the course of 4 years, you're going to pay another almost $3,000 for that thing that you put on there for $5,000. So how much interest do you spend on your credit cards? How much interest are you earning in your savings account? One of the things that I've been looking at with several of my clients recently is what's the interest rate they're getting in their bank. So even in their just little emergency fund with not a fancy investment, most of the banks now are paying 0.01% at Chase Bank to 0.10% here in local Fort Collins area for First National Bank. And I bank at Ally Bank Online and they pay 1.65%. If you run the numbers and compare those, it's amazing how much you might as well be getting some free money, right? So put it in something that's going to earn you some interest. What are you aware about your insurance on your cars? What's your coverage? What's your deductible? All of those things matter. And if you're not aware of your life, it's not going to help you move the needle. How much is it going to cost you to live in old age? Have you thought about that? What's it going to take? How much do you need to be saving now so that you can then retire when you want to retire? You have to look at these things. So please take a look at that. Write down your to-do list now. If any of these things kind of resonated with you and made you think, I don't know that answer, go find out and write it down. Put it in your to-do list of something that you need to follow up on so that you can improve your finances. So I'm going to leave that for today. That's my Wednesday wisdom. I hope that you're following me on Pennywise Coaching, Pennywise Financial Coaching on Facebook. On Instagram, it's Pennywise Coach. And I would love to offer you a free discovery session if you just reach out to me at www.pennywisecoaching.com and request some time with me. And I'll give you 45 minutes free to kind of chat about your situation, see if I can give you any advice, and if we might be a good fit to help you move your needle. Hope to see you soon. Please comment below if there's anything I can help with, and have a great day. Be wise.